I just want to say the trouble is not in your set.
Yeah.
This is the view in Bangor, I believe. That's what
Yeah.
I'm told. But who knows? It could be almost anywhere.
Yeah, we should have not told anyone and been like $1,000 to anyone who figures out where this is. It's that kind of morning, and there's some rain coming. So the start of the week, not great, but better news as we go forward.
That's fine.
So, yeah.
It's Monday. Get it out of the way.
Remember when we couldn't buy rain? Man, it's wild. You just go through these patterns, and we had, of course, the heavy rain on Friday. And here's another round that will not be as heavy, but still pretty strong tonight and tomorrow. We'll talk about that in a minute. Here's a look at the radar. The southwestern part of the state just starting to get in the showers. Widen this picture out, and you see something that looks a little bit like last time. Not quite as strong, but you've got a front. Back here, it's occluded here, and then it connects to this big low. I actually should have zoomed out more probably. There's a big low out across the upper Midwest that's giving them some snow. So it's a really wrapped up type front and low, and that's where we're going to get some of this precipitation from. Now, if you're in northern Maine, and even Greenville here in central Maine, you've seen some sun this morning. It's just been along the coast that we've seen that socked in fog all morning long. We're all going to get on the same page here where we get cloudy through the afternoon and into the evening as the rain moves in. So this model has a couple of distinct waves, and it makes some sense as to how this plays out, where rain comes in first, a couple of showers over southwestern Maine, but it's late tonight, early tomorrow morning. We get the heavier bands into western Maine, into the mid-coast through the early morning commute. This is 8 o'clock tomorrow, and the heavy rain is now set up across northern and central Maine. But watch another batch come in off the ocean here, and that was kind of the trouble with our last system too, is it kept regenerating itself a little bit, where we'd see a break in the action and then more moisture coming in from the Gulf of Maine. So a similar setup here. So it's still raining tomorrow afternoon in quite a few spots before it tries to move out but gets stuck over its stream down East Maine. This also should sound familiar. It's what happened on Friday night, with heavy rain there into Washington and Hancock counties and up into Aroostook County through early Wednesday morning, and then finally we get this all out of here, and we're on the backside of that low at that point. So we'll be consistently cooler on Wednesday and Thursday, only in the 50s, a little bit breezy, and I think it's going to feel very cool, especially in the morning. So what about rain? The Euro is going bananas with rain again, but remember, the last storm, it gave us 7 inches of rain. And well, we got 4 inches, that's not 7. And so it's doing the same thing this time where it's giving 4 or 5 inches. So I'm not showing that. I'm showing the GFS American model, which is more bearish with the rainfall amounts. It's closer to 1 inch in a lot of spots. And then we've got some heavier bands here into the northern mid-coast and down East Maine of 1.5 to 2.5 inches. And I think that makes more sense as to what we're likely to actually get out of rain here. So there's our system, pulls through. Again, big upper level low behind it. Nice for the next couple of days after this front comes through, but coolish and a little bit breezy, and then a high builds in and things are looking better for the weekend. Broadly speaking, look at this cool pool of air on Thursday. So we're in a trough, but watch what happens for the weekend and into next week. That's an overall ridging pattern, which is a good thing this time of year. Will probably keep us generally in the 60s through next week, which is not a given. I think we could be in the upper 60s over the weekend. I like how that looks. It is cool leading up into the 50s on Thursday and Friday, but if it means rain in the beginning of the week and mid and upper 60s over the weekend, I'll take that deal any day.
Yeah, at this point in October, that's pretty good temperatures right there.
Yeah, it's weird. We shut down for a little while, but this pattern actually looks mild-ish for another week or so.
We shall see. Thanks, Keith.